Welcome. My name is Denise Cowell. I'm a Creative Memories Advisor in Ormond Beach, Florida, and we are going to be working on the Noteworthy Simple Page Kit 4. Now today's going to be a little bit different because I did record this yesterday and it recorded without sound. So it's already been cut. I'm going to show you some tips. I actually have let me go to my desktop. I actually have the 4. I'm going to finish up. I have one layout that's completed and another layout that I took apart and I will put back together again. So if you bought the bundle that came with Simple Page Kit 4, 5, and 6, this is all with the Noteworthy. 4 is Easter and Spring. 5 is Mother's Day and Garden. 6 is Father's Day, Fishing, and Outdoor. And you would have got the simple page kit, the extra embellishments, as well as the sleeve to hold it all in. And if you ordered on March 31st or April 1st, you would have got the delicious simple page kit, and we're going to do that on a different day. So let's take a look at 4 again, and then I'll show you what I have completed. And you'll know that these are really easy to do. They come with your instruction page. And on mine, I'll go back to the one that I already worked on. Because you can use this as a sketch going forward, I wrote down all the sizes. So 5, 6, and 7 are 4x4s. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are 4x6s. And then on the layout, because when you get the pages in the simple page kit, your base pages are already pre-printed. The reverse is a plain color if you wanted to use that. So I wrote down that each of them on the left hand side are 4x12s. Then you have an 8x12, a 2x12, and a 2x12. So this centerpiece is one piece. And if you liked both sides of these, you could get the rest of this out of one more sheet of paper. Now in one of the layouts I'm going to show you, I actually had some leftover 6x12 pieces, which worked perfectly because that gave me 4x12 and 2x12. So I was able to use up some scraps from one. So, and then your third sheet of paper, right? This is all going to be mats, and we're just going to, all you need to do is cut along, and I've already got one cut, so I'm going to show you that. And then you have your sticker strips. Let's go the right way. You also have the extra exclusive embellishments. You could also go back if you maybe you didn't like these, you didn't want to use this for spring. You could also go back to the Noteworthy collection and take a look at the stickers that are in there, right? Because there's stickers for every month, there's stickers for every season. So you could find something in Noteworthy. Sorry, I was just trying to find it. I thought I had it handy to show. I did yesterday, but obviously today I don't have it handy to show. That you could use any of those stickers also. So I don't want to cut this other one. This is a brand new one in case somebody didn't get one and they're going to be sold out. I always have one extra. So let's get this put to the side and look at the one that I've already got cut out. So really simple. We don't need to see the one below because that'll be what I show you next. So if we look at where they put the stickers, they use the 2 sticker strips along the edges here by the green. So those are on the sticker sheet, right? And then if we look at the mats, I already have some pictures printed here. We would use one of the beige mats. Let me just get these here so we can see. 2 of the blue 4x4 mats. These are lined up if it matters to you. These are lined up on that edge. And we have 2 of the 4x6 mats, the beige striped one, and then a blue one, and a smaller blue 4x4. So that's how they have this layout. Now again, if you don't like putting it on the tilt, by all means, you can put them straight. So I printed some pictures of, we've already had an Easter egg hunt early. So I have those two printed. These are my granddaughters. Now the pictures say cut at 3.5 by 5.5 and 3.5 by 3.5. I have gone 3 3/4 by 5 3/4 to give me, it's less of a frame. And one of them, I'll show the layouts I did. I'll show you that I did cut it at the sizes that are in the project recipe. So let's see what I have actually. And I am going to change this around a bit. Because I was going to, because most of my pictures are vertical, right? I don't have a lot of horizontal pictures, so I was going to change them up. And again, you can actually put them whatever works for your collection, right? Put them the way that you want them to be. So I could go horizontal with the 4x6s across the whole top. I could move these because this is actually hunting. This one should be last in that order, so I'll move them around. But again, as you see, once you have the mats cut, you can move them however you want to your layout. And I have, like I said, I have 3 layouts. One layout completed, this one in progress, one I'm just going to put together with you. All right, but do what works for you. All right, you know, do what works for you. And then I could actually put my title down here. I could move these. I could put my title up here. If you don't want to mat all your pictures, I think I had one more picture for here. You know, if I wanted to add another unmatted photo, you could do that. So again, really easy. The base page has been basically created for you. Put your sticker strips down here, and then you have either spring or Easter, or use something from the Noteworthy. And if you got the exclusives, you have that to use. So let's go on to the other two that I created yesterday when I was recording. This one, I've almost finished it, right? So this is the one where I had a lot of 4x6 pieces. So I just cut them. I had 6x12 pieces, sorry. So I cut them 4 and 2 and used them here. So if we look at the sketch and then compared to what I've done here, I added an extra picture here, and this one's only 2.5, so I kind of made a bigger mat. They're attached, it's not really the same mat. I added a couple extra pictures. One, this is where we're at, so it says St. Rosalind, and I added my embellishment there. So I kind of took some of this white space and I filled it in, and then I have my pictures on this side, and I'm going to do a peekaboo pocket here. So because this was a 4x6 matted photo, I actually cut another piece, and this is Mars Shimmer, so I cut another piece of Mars Shimmer, and I cut my pictures down, and you can see the difference. I cut these ones at 3.5 by 3.5. So if I bring back the one from the other page, you can see I cut this one at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So it depends how big of a mat you want around your photo, how big you're going to cut your picture. So don't always follow what's in here. All right, if you want it a little bit bigger, go a 1/4 inch bigger, 1/8 of an inch, depending on how much of a mat you wanted. Since this is Chateau Rosalind, I kind of did use the rose punch along here because there was no, I didn't have any stickers left from this package. This is actually paper from the Italy package, and with Mars Shimmer and Opal Shimmer, I think that is. So that is the same layout, right? But with the pictures just a little bit different than on the example. Now the one I'm going to put together with you is, I've been using Copper Canyon and Great Escapes. So I did have a lot of leftovers of this one also. Now, I had this all put together, but I took it apart so that I could show you what I did. So the right hand side I didn't. The left hand side we're going to put together. So I took one sheet, one 12 by 12 sheet, and I cut the 4 inches off for the left hand side. Again, I had a lot of leftovers, so I had my 2 by 12, my 2 by 12, I have my 4 by 12, and my 4 by 12. Now you could build this on white cardstock. One of these you could have used a whole sheet, but we are going to weld these together. And I know I've welded together before, but let's do it again because I actually have my welding sheets. And I got to put some more tape on them because I have tape from, what I did yesterday. So we'll put some more tape on these, and a couple different ways weld. You weld however works for you. But basically what we are going to do is just add this behind. Sometimes I make them a little bit smaller than 12 inches so I don't have to worry about any hangover on the bottom that I need to cut off. And it doesn't have to be straight. It's going on the back. Doesn't matter if you are going to be putting this in a top loading page or in a, attached to a regular scrapbook page. It will be strong enough. I just got to put it down so I can see it without putting my head in the camera. Okay. And I'm going to put a border on that one. And let's get the second one. Put some clean tape runner on the back. My handy dandy multi-purpose tool came in handy taking this apart after I had it together. So we're going to put this one behind here. And let's attach that. Okay, so now we have our 2 base pages made, right? So we're looking exactly like here. We have our 3 4 by 12s, our 8 by 12, 2 by 12, 2 by 12. So what I did is I used, I think it's called the double scallops. One day I'll name all of mine, put name tags on them. So what I did is I cut 2 of them, and if I would have cut it down the middle, it would have been, I could have used 1, but I cut them off center. So what I did with this one is I overlapped it a little bit to cover that seam on that one. So I just overlapped it. The scallops I put to the outside. Make sure my page is lined up. Had it just over the 4-inch and the 8-inch. Okay, so again, you know, this one I'm getting ready for, I have to print the pictures from a trip that we went on to Napa, and I'm using this paper for that. So I cut mats. I didn't cut them all yet. I know I'm going to be using these 2 papers. This one that has the wood grain, and I know I'm going to use Copper Canyon. But what I don't know yet is if I will have 4x4s or if I have more 4x6s. So I left these 2 pieces of 4x12 uncut until I decide and get my pictures printed. I'm in the process of going through 2,000 pictures and just selecting the ones I need to print for the album. So I don't know which ones I want to use yet, so I'm not cutting them until I get my pictures. But my base page is ready to go. Right, so those are the 3 layouts that I have. So the one with Copper Canyon and Great Escapes, the one that's using the Italy paper with Mars Shimmer and Opal Shimmer, and then the one I just lost a picture for, which is the actual 4 that I have Easter pictures to put on for this one. So there's 3 layouts using the same, the recipe, the same idea sheet, recipe, simple page kit ideas. Sorry, I'm still looking for the picture I lost. So I hope that helped. Sorry we didn't get to cut things together since I had it all recorded yesterday, but You know how simple it is. Just write down your sizes if you didn't get them. 4 by 4, 4 by 4, 4 by 4, 4 by 6, 3 4 by 12s, an 8 by 12, and 2 by 12s. Very simple, very basic base page. Now the delicious one, we will, I'll set up a time, another um, Zoom or another crop for us to do the delicious one. And then every month we will work on 5 and 6 going forward. So hope you had fun today. Thanks for joining me and happy scrapping. See you again soon.